Tell us about last night's kickoff.
Last night's kickoff was amazing. This sword was granted to the winners of a relay race challenge, the Young Gems as they call themselves. We had a ton of fun talking about what development is all about, but we didn't really get to talk very much about what development is actually going to consist of, and so we'll be telling you a little bit about that next. The theme verse for this whole stage is actually 1 Timothy 4:12, which is, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity."
So, the theme for this phase of development is back to the basics. Basically, getting back to the fundamentals of what, as Christian teens, we should be doing. And the purpose for it is to help us love God more, to love people more, and ultimately to grow physically as well. The way we do it is by challenges. There are going to be physical challenges, which include push-ups, sit-ups, and running. There are going to be spiritual challenges, which include praying, reading the Bible. There are going to be relational challenges, which are going to vary throughout the weeks. How can I pray for you today, Alan?
So now I'm going to explain the point system. The way the point system is set up into 3 different categories: physical, spiritual, and relational. Each category has a set of challenges that will almost always stay the same over the course of the weeks, and then it also has a random challenge. These challenges add up to different amounts of points. For physical, it's 50, spiritual is 100, because we want to put a little bit more emphasis on the spiritual aspect, and then also 50 points for relational. This adds up to a total of 200 points a week. If you get that perfect 200 points every single week, you can get a total of 1,000 points at the end of the 5 weeks. If you get a perfect 1,000 points, you'll finish with Tier 3, which is almost impossible, and we don't expect many people to do it, if anybody can. But if you get Tier 3, there's going to be some really cool awards that you'll unlock that you'll be able to purchase and buy. Tier 2 and Tier 1 also have cool rewards. Tier 1 is going to unlock a t-shirt that you can buy. It's like a development t-shirt. It's going to be really cool. And Tier 2 is going to unlock a Mud Love bracelet. That's, we're not really sure what it's going to say. I think it's going to say in development. It's going to be really cool.
So, I expect that we will forget some stuff. We're going to forget to do prayer for that day, or maybe reading, and you'll miss the opportunity, but you aren't completely without hope. Once a week, we have a lifeline, which means that you can do double the next day to make up for what you missed. There are some exceptions to this. If you missed one physical challenge and one spiritual challenge, you'll have to just decide which one to do double of. You can't do both. But if you miss 2 in physical or 2 in any of the other categories, you can make up for both of them the next day. Has to be within one category, only once a week. Make the most of it.
Hello. Next up on our list of things to do is the max minute test. This is important for 2 reasons. One, because we'll be doing it again at the end of the 5 weeks to see how much you've improved and how much you can actually do. And 2, it helps us as leaders and you. One of our challenges throughout the course of the 5 weeks goes directly off of how much you can do in a minute. And so we refer to that as your max minute throughout the rest of the course. And so do the max minute push-ups and the max minute sit-ups. And so just do as many as you can in a minute for each of those. And then send your numbers to your leaders.
3.785 liters. Speaking of leaders, if you respond to the text that is sent to you saying that you do want to be a part of development, you will be assigned to a leader. And that leader will be guiding you through, answering your questions, and helping you out, going along with you, and completing the challenges.
Back to the challenges. One of the challenges that we're going to be doing is a prayer challenge. And so for this prayer challenge, we have 3 things that we expect you to be praying for throughout the course of the week. Throughout the course of the week. And so we have 3 things. We have a goal that you'll set. This is a personal goal. And then we'll have an unsaved person that we want you to be praying for, and a saved person that we want you to pray for. Now you can pick these things and you can pray for them throughout the course of the course.
So, I know that there are habits in my life that I don't want to have, that I want to take out of my life. If you have habits like that as well, you can set a personal goal to not do them over the next 5 weeks. If you do set this goal, you should also set a point deduction to it if you want to be for real about it. I know for me, the habit I want to stop, if I do it, I'm going to deduct 15 points from myself, and I've told my accountability partner and the leader above me, or at least that's what you should do.
Speaking of accountability partners, one of the things we have in development is we require everyone to have an accountability partner inside of development. Now, we prefer if it's in your own group because we feel it gives you a little bit more closeness with the people that you're going to be growing with over the course of the next 5 weeks. But if you can't find an accountability partner inside your own group, you can branch out to one of the other groups and look for one. And if you can't find one, talk to your leader, and I'm sure you can find one for you.
One last thing you should know. We use Facebook as one of our main ways of communicating. So if you do not have a Facebook, let one of the other leaders know, and we will get the challenges and videos and anything else that we need to get to you out through text message or another way of communication.
So that's pretty much all you need to know about development. Can't wait to hear from you guys.
Yes, I'm so excited for what God's going to do in us and through us over the next 5 weeks. Lit.